So now that we know how to work with asynchronous functions and how to handle asynchronous functions error, I guess the next step will be how to learn to do multiple API requests. So instead of making only one request to get people, we're gonna now make maybe two. Yeah, we're gonna make two endpoints, two requests. The one is gonna get the people, and the other one is gonna get the planet. So let's first let's fix this people. So right now, if I run this, it should work. Yep, it's working. So now what we're going to do first, let's just clean this up a little bit so it makes sense. Get a PI, and then this will be people 2. Now it's gonna get a second call that will be planets, and let's do something with the planet. So planets.data.results, and then we're going to map the planet and just get the planet name. So right now, if we run this, oops, yeah, so we get all the planets from Star Wars, and then we get all the male characters. So this is one way to do it. However, it's not a more optimal way to do it, just because right now we have to wait for the first endpoint to finish in order to shoot the second one. So if the first response takes 30 minutes and the second one take another 30 minutes, it's going to be a total of 1 minute, 30 second each. It's going to be a total of 1 minute in total just to get all this information. So a way to do that is we create two new constants. Well, first we're going to create this, going to become promises, because the reason why we call it planet promises is because this constant is going to store the response that we get from these endpoints. And now we're going to create a new one that will be the actual planets. That will be equal to the promise, but in this case we're going to add a wait from an if, because in this case we do want to wait for them. And the next one is people. So it will be like this. Alright, so right now if we run this again, this should still work. Yep, so it still works. Let's run it again just to make sure. Yep, still works. So in this case, they both happen asynchronously. So that means both endpoints are happening at the same time. So if one take 30 seconds, and the other one take 30 seconds again. So in total, it's just going to be a 30-second wait for the user to get that information. And to make this even a little bit more cleaner, we could do something like this when we say constant people. Yeah, people, and then planets, right? And then what we do is going to set an await, and then do our promise, a regular promise.all. Then that's going to be an array of promises. That will be, we can actually take this dude, put it right in here, get rid of the constants because we don't need it. So in this case, what is going to happen, so what's happening here is when we're doing, oops, this is an array. So we don't need this anymore either. Okay, and now this looks so much better. So let's just run this again and run it again just to make sure. And it is working, it's still working, and it's so much cleaner, right? So the reason is, for what we're doing here is like we're using a Promise.all, where pretty much you can pass as many promises as you want. And what we're literally doing between these square brackets is appending whatever response we get to this variable. So the first one is people, so anything that we get from the first response that is people is going to be stored to here, to the people constant. And the next request that we make is planets, and the next one that we call is planet. So anything that we get from the second response is going to be storing the planets, and then we can use it the same way how we're using it all the time. And that's pretty much it. I hope this is helpful for you.